So based on the sketch that I'm giving you and showing you, we're going to have a roof that goes around the house, okay, right here across, all the way across, and that way. That's one roof. Then I'm going to have a second roof right here for my columns because it's going to be a foot higher. So it'll be a roof right here above the columns, and another roof over here above these columns. So that's three, right? 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to have a roof above these columns here, 4. So I'm going to have 4 roofs that are going to, 4 separate roofs that are going to combine to make one roof. What we're going to do is we're going to select everything. Just put a box around the entire building. Okay. Once you select everything, we're going to use this little funnel right here in the middle. Click on the funnel and then turn off only turn off or uncheck, remove the check mark from the floors. Okay. Leave everything else selected and take the floors check mark off. Okay. You got it? Hit OK. And then come to the ribbon and hide. Let's just do hide elements, all the elements. That's fine. It'll leave only our floors. Activate your roof command. Okay. Select the top of plate 1 or top of plate. Okay. And hit yes. Okay. Select the right roof. Remember, properties, roof. We're going to draw it by tracing ourselves. We're going to trace the shape and then our overhang of 1'4". Okay. All right. Now we're going to trace the building. Okay. So we're going to start here in this corner. I'm going to start on the upper left-hand corner, and I'm going to go all the way around clockwise. Okay. So keep in that clockwise motion from walls that I showed you. We're going to follow that same process. So I'm going to go all the way across to the corner where my porch ends, my patio ends back there. And I'm going to come all the way down to the corner of the garage. And I'm just going to go straight across. I'm not going to go around the columns or anything, okay? I'm going to go straight down. I'm going to go right here where the porch meets the wall here. And then I'm just going to go straight all the way across to the edge of the building. And then I'm going to come all the way back up. And then hit escape twice. And there you go. It should look like this, like a 7. Yeah, little 7, a little L. Elbow, an elbow, like an elbow, construction elbow. Okay. All of the edges will have a slope. Okay. All of the edges will have a slope. Okay. Now, before we hit the check mark and do anything else, let's change our slope. It's found in our properties. Let's have our house have a, I haven't even thought of what style of house we were going to do. Let's do, let's 7 to 12. Yeah, 8. Yeah, let's do 8 to 12. A little lower than the 9 to 12. Let's do 8 to 12. Change it to 8 to 12. Let's set it up like that, and then just hit your check mark. Okay, so let's look at what we have. There you go. See, the majority of our house has a roof. Okay. Now, let's go back to first floor. Okay. Now, let's do, we got to do them individually, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's do the smaller roofs for my columns. Okay. Let's do the roofs for our columns. And we'll do one, and then we'll do the second one. We can't do them together. Okay. Yes. Yes, sir.
Because it was in top today. I saw what you're doing.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Now we're gonna add the roofs for our to cover where our columns are. Okay, so let's go roof again. Top of plate again. Top of plate. Okay. You hit yes. Now here we're gonna draw it again. We're gonna add our overhang. Okay. And I'm gonna trace this out. I'm gonna start here in this corner. 1, 2, 3. Now hit escape. Don't close it in the back yet. Hit escape. Okay. I am gonna draw a line back there. Okay. But what is important, and the reason I asked you to hit escape, when we're doing this, if you think about it, if you think about this roof, okay, it will have a slope from here, and from here. The back will not have a slope. So you have to know these things, right? So I'm going to take this check mark off, and then I'll go across back here, okay? So that it only has a slope 1, 2, 3, okay? Are we good? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this line, and I'm going to pull it back. It didn't matter how far back, just back, okay? Like I said, it is going to get a little complicated, okay? Just follow along. It'll make sense. In the end, it'll all make sense, okay? I promise, okay? Now, but before we finish, the last thing we're going to do is right here where it says base offset from, we're going to say 1 foot, 1 foot higher. Okay? Are you good so far? Okay. All right. So once you have it this looking something like this, how far back it goes, it doesn't matter. You can just pull it back. But so long as it looks like this, we've got 3 sides with slopes. Hit the check mark. And now, if I go to 3D view, you see the roof a little bit higher than the other roofs. Now we'll clean this up. This is not how it's going to get built, but I'll show you that as we go along, right? It's gonna clean it up in a little bit, all right? Let's go back. Let's do the other porch one over here, the other column one. Same process, okay? Roof, top of plate, yes. Draw our lines. Make sure this time though, remember the first 3 have to have the slope on. So turn the slope back on. Oh, you know what I forgot? The height of the pitch of the roof of that new one that we did. But we'll fix it in a little bit. So on this one, remember, turn the slope back on. Our first 3 lines, oops, overhang, 1'4". Our first 3 lines should have a slope. And then you hit escape, oops, and then you take the check mark off and we draw the line in the back, okay? Okay, once you draw the line in the back, just click and drag it back up. It doesn't matter how far back. Make sure that these 3 have a slope and then check mark. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, it already has, oh, look, it remembered the offset. So it's higher by a foot already. Okay, so go to 3D World. There you go, see? See how the house is starting to look kind of like the sketch that I gave you? All right, now, at this point, because I had forgotten to change the slopes, select these 2 roofs with control. Select both of them using control, hold down control, and then change the slope here from 9 to 8. It's not a lot, but still, it makes a difference, okay? Make sure they're the same. 8, 8, 8. All 3 roofs should have 8. 8 to 12, 8 to 12, and 8 to 12, okay? All right, we okay? All right, okay, we'll proceed to our final roof. Okay, we've done 3 roofs already. We need a 4th one, right? Now this one is gonna go on, it's roof by footprint. by the way, sorry. It's going to go on top of plate 2. Okay, top of plate 2. Hit yes. And very similar to the ones in the column is we're going to have the first 3 lines with slope, with a slope on them. So, oops, forgot the overhang. The front and the 2 sides will have a slope. I'm going to hit escape, and then I'm going to draw my back line without a slope. Okay, and then same thing that I did with the column, with the roof on the columns, is just pull the back line to the back. Okay, hit the check mark, and there you go. See,